Hi guys, how are you all doing today? How are you guys doing today? Hope everyone had an okay day and everyone is holding on. I wanted to do this live tonight to really talk to you about about a mindset, especially in the midst of all of these things that's going on with COVID, with the pandemic, I wanted to really come on and talk about your mindset and share with you 5 things that I've been doing over the last 2 weeks that have helped me to stay focused. Hi, Marlene. That have really helped me to stay focused and stay on track and not get swept away in all of the fake news and all of the panic and that kind of thing, because it's really easy to panic in when in this type of situation, right? And panic really does nothing for us, right? And we still have to continue moving forward, and we still have to continue, we still have to survive. I'm trying to make sure that I'm on the wrong page, right? That it's showing up on the page properly so that I can share it with in the group and on my other page as well before I jump into the 5 things, right? Marlene, how are you doing mentally? How has it been mentally for you over the last 2 weeks? How have you been able to great, you never panic? That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Everybody is not as fortunate, right? Because there are some people panicking, and for I wouldn't say for good reason, but I understand why some people are panicking. But I'm really want us to find a way to. I'm just sharing it, right? I really want us to find a way to ensure that this period is still very productive for us, especially those of us who, are doing this alone. This is our only source of income, right? And, we're building this business from the ground up, especially if you're doing it by yourself, right? Right, so I'm just making sure it's shared, and once it's shared, we will go straight into it. Business as usual. I have my peace. Surprisingly, my health has always been good given the field that I'm in. That is such good news. I'm so glad to hear that, Marlene. I hope you're sharing some of that joy and peace with your fellow entrepreneurs, right? Every single day, so that they also know that they have support, and they're not in this thing alone, right? Which is one of the main things. A lot of people are feeling that they are alone, and it's really you're really not alone. You have assistance. So many of us are going through the same thing, right? So I'm just making sure it's there, right? So many of us are going through the exact same thing, and it makes no sense us sitting down in a corner and just feeling nobody else is going through this and nobody else will understand. Because if we reach out to each other, you'll be surprised how many of us are actually going through the same thing and feeling the same anxieties and stuff. And guys, it's really normal if you're feeling anxiety because your shipments didn't come in, if your sales slowed down. Certain industries did not really have a hit on their sales at all, and some industries had a really hard hit on their sales and their customer experience and that kind of thing. So I understand where there's some level of anxiety, and where some people might be a little worried about, like, what am I supposed to do now, because I have bills to pay, I have my family to see about and stuff. So I wanted to come on. Over the last 2 weeks, I've been sharing tips and advice and stuff on my page, in my emails, on my blog, in my podcast, about how to stay connected. I did a free training on how to triple your income using systems. I have a 5-day challenge going on now, and I also gave people access. I put out a gift yesterday where I gave people access to 72 hours in my membership site. And that's just really so that I continue to give and so continue to share value and continue to support my fellow entrepreneurs in this particular time. But I wanted to talk to you specifically about 5 things that I am doing in my business just to stay focused and to stay full of any kind of anxieties or panics and that kind of thing. Because while it may be a harder time to sell because people are looking at their money and corporations and businesses may have put a halt to selling and or hiring staff and that kind of thing, and we have social distancing, which is a huge impact for a lot of businesses. There are still a lot of things that we can do to ensure that our business continues to thrive and that you continue to thrive as well as you want to grow your business, right? And I was telling one of my clients earlier today in our session, this is actually, I mean, we're going through a pandemic, but this is actually a great time for you to build your brand. It is a great time for you to build your brand. It's a great time for you to connect with your audience, to have those conversations with your audience, to build those relationships. It's actually a great time only because people are home, people are on their phones a lot more. People are, in front of their computers a lot more than they were a month ago even. And, you don't want to make your audience feel that you have like just totally neglected them. They still want to feel a sense of connection and that kind of thing. So I want to just tell you the 5 things, right? So the first thing is I'm staying focused on my why. Why did I start this business? Why do I get excited about helping entrepreneurs? Why am I putting out free content? Why am I doing what I'm doing? So one of the big things for you to stay focused and stay on track is to go back to that why. Why did you start this business? What was the crux of the thing that made you decide, listen, I want to be my own boss. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to help other people. I want to provide this particular product or service. Go back to your why. Guys, use pen and paper. I'm a big advocate, and start to write stuff down. Get it out of your head. This is going to help you a lot with your anxiety and stuff. Go back to that why statement of, why did you start this? Why do you want to help who you want to help? Why do you want to make the money you want to make? Why do you want to be financially independent? Why do you want to spend more time with your family? Why do you want to get healthier? Why do you do the thing that you do? Go back to your why statements, go back, write it out, and refocus your mind on that. The second thing that I would encourage you to do is to stay connected to your audience and your clients. I've seen a significant drop in certain industries of people showing up, meaning they are doing less social media posts, they are sending less emails, they are doing less blogs, less podcasts, and they're not reaching out to their audience. Guys, this is a great time to reach out and stay connected. Every conversation you have with your audience does not have to be about Corona, right, or about the pandemic. But it is a great time for you to still check in with them. Hi, Abby. Hi, Anila. Right? It's a great time for you to still check in with your audience and let them know that you are here. Offer them tools, offer them resources, do videos, do your blogs, do your behind the scenes. Just educate your audience about the service or product that you are providing. This is not the time, whether you're making sales or not, right? And we'll get to that sales part of it as well. But this is not the time for you to go ghost, because we don't know how long this thing is going to last. And if you go ghost on your audience, let's say for the next 2 months, God forbid, if you go ghost on your audience for the next 2 months and then things get back to normal, you literally have to start from scratch to rebuild that relationship, because they would have now started to follow somebody else who was very present for them during this time, who was still, talking to them and sending them information and making them laugh and making them think and making them get into action and those kind of things. So this is a great time to still stay connected with your audience and your clients, your past clients specifically, right? Your past clients specifically, reach out to them, find out how are they doing, if their events were canceled, what is their plan, what do they want to do, you know what I mean? Reach out and stay connected. Marlene, we have to get those videos out, girl. Real talk. This is a great time to stay connected, guys. Don't go ghost on your audience. Don't go silent on your audience, because you know what that also tells your audience? That you were just interested in their money. That is ideally what you're saying. I'm just interested in the money. I'm not really interested in helping you. I'm not really interested in making your life easier. I'm not really interested in solving the challenges that you have. I'm just interested in getting your money. That's what you're saying when you go ghost on your audience. So this is not the time to go ghost. Repurpose content that you had before. Reshare your blogs, reshare your videos, reshare your podcasts. Look at posts or videos or blogs or emails that did really, really well in the past, and reshare them with your audience. Start conversations with your audience. Ask them how they're feeling, how they're coping. Ask them how you can help, because you might just be a listening ear, and that may be all that they need right now. Or they may need advice. Like if you're a makeup artist, they may need advice as to, how do I do my eyebrows at home because I can't come to you? How do I maintain my hair at home because I can't come to you? How do I maintain my fitness level at home because I can't come to you? You know what I mean? How do I continue to do whatever I need to do because I can't come to you because we have this social distancing? You understand what I mean? But now is a really good time, guys. Do not ghost your clients. Do not ghost your audience. If you have gone completely silent over the last 2 weeks, I urge you and implore you to still reach out and still be of value to your audience and to your people, right? That's the second thing. The third thing, which is a huge thing for me, is the continuation of my affirmations and journaling. Truth be told, I have increased my affirmations, and that's just really for me to stay in a very positive mindset and to continue to have a success mindset, right? I've continued to do my affirmations. I've been writing a lot. I'm just getting my anxieties out of my system and writing a lot about what do I want to happen in my business with this complete shift, with how people are interacting and how people are buying. I'm journaling about what does my audience need specifically right now, because the things I may have planned for April and may not be ideal for them right now because of what is going on. But what do they need and how could I be of service to them? So I'm writing those things out, right? So the journaling is not just about the emotional things, but about me as an entrepreneur and you as an entrepreneur. How can I be of service? How could I be of value? What can I teach my audience at this particular time? What do they need? How are they feeling, right? How am I going to continue to make myself feel healthy and, be of value to my people? So affirmations and journaling is two things I always recommend to all of my clients to be part of their daily rituals, right? Just to stay in that mindset of success and prosperity, because now more than ever, because of this pandemic, we are bombarded with information, right? Everywhere you turn, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, on the radio, on the TV, everywhere you turn, everybody's talking about the pandemic, right? So it's very, very easy for you to become overwhelmed and become frustrated and become tired of the information. It can be a lot of information overload, right? So you have to now figure out, how do I balance this out so that I am updated with what is going on, but I'm not consumed by it, and I still am healthy mentally. Yeah, you need to find that balance. I mean, one of the things I have started to do since last week was really limit my social media. So I go on for the press conference and then maybe like 7 o'clock in the night I will go on and listen to some news and stuff again. But I've limited my social media, blocked certain feeds and that kind of thing, so that I'm not consumed with information, because some of it is fake as well, and not consumed with the fear and the anxiety and that everyone is feeling, and really have control of what I am taken in, and therefore control of any anxieties or worries that I may be experiencing. It's going to work differently for everybody, but that is one of the things that I'm doing. And the affirmations and journaling also helps to keep you on track and keep you focused on your business, because your business does not have to come to a standstill. It does not have to die a slow, painful death because we are going through this, right? This is a great time for you to be active, for you to be relevant, for you to share value with your audience, and so that they will remember you, and they would always turn to you, and they would and they would know that you genuinely you genuinely want better for them. You know what I mean? And it's not just about the money, because I know a lot of you didn't just start your business because of the money. It's because you had a fire and a passion for a particular thing, and that fire and passion doesn't die because the world has shifted a little bit. No, right? So stay connected with your audience. Do your affirmations and your journaling. That's the 3 things. The 4th thing that I've been doing, and I've been really, really encouraging a lot of you to do, is to continue selling. Guys, I know you feel like nobody's buying from me now, nobody's going to buy from me, nobody's going to do this. People are just going to buy differently. People are going to buy differently, and they're going to need you in a different way. But you want to continue selling, because bills are not stopping. You still need to eat, right? You still need to eat. You still need to provide for yourself. So you don't have to stop selling. What you will do is sell in a different way and be of value to your audience in a different way. And that's why I keep talking about the digital products. Figure out what knowledge that you have, because we all have specific knowledge that we can then share with our audience, right? We all have knowledge that we can share with our audience, and you can create a product that you can sell to your audience even at this time. It doesn't have to be a super expensive product, but it's something that is still going to provide value to your audience. And a digital product can be an ebook, it could be a video series, it could be a blog, it could be a swipe file, it could be a challenge. There's so many digital products. A digital product is anything that is sold online, right? And there's so many different versions of things that you can sell online. So for example, I have a friend who's a chef in London, and what he has been doing is every day he comes on and he does a different recipe, right? And he's actually showing you how to prepare the recipe and that kind of thing, and he's giving you the ingredients, and people are really, really, really engaged, because he's still talking about it, because this is his passion, right? He's still talking about it, he's still sharing it, he's sharing the recipes and that, and I'm sure he could put together a recipe book right now and sell as a digital product, right? Because your audience is interested in the food, right? Another chef I saw doing that on Twitter as well. Yeah, so it doesn't have to die. Still share value to your audience. I saw another person, she does dance, right? She's a dancer, and she did an IG live yesterday with other dancers, and she brought them all into the same platform, and they were doing dance routines to their audience on an Instagram live, right? Over the last few days as well, a lot of DJs and singers and stuff have been doing live concerts online, right, on IGTV and IG stories and that kind of thing. They've been doing stuff like that, right? People who are in fitness, they're doing live fitness sessions with the audience. Now, a lot of people are doing this for free, but there's no reason that you can't package it in such a way that your audience pays some kind of minimal fee to get access to it, and you do it on a safe portal that they only have access to, right? So I've been seeing people doing that. So I've been seeing the chef, I've been seeing the fitness people, I've been seeing people in entertainment and that kind of thing. A lot of my coaching friends around the world are doing, some are doing free webinars, and then some are doing paid webinars. A lot of them are doing digital ebooks and workbooks and that kind of thing. Membership sites, they are doing, I mean, there's so many things that you can do. Web developers are doing like web templates and that kind of thing, easy templates for you to you can buy and set up your website if that's something that you've been putting off forever. You know what I mean? So you have to figure out, what does my audience need at this time? It might not be exactly what they needed a month ago, even 2 months ago, but how can I still be of service to them? What can I provide to them in a really creative way using the different platforms that I'm on, whether it's social media, whether it's YouTube, whether it's on my website, whether it's on another platform. But what can I provide for them? Can I provide meal plans for them? Can I do a course, showing them how to put things together, how to care for their hair, how to do their makeup, how to care for their jewelry, how to clean out their wardrobes, how to put together outfits in the meantime, put together different outfits for different occasions, how to declutter their homes, how to transform their living room with the furniture that they presently have. There's so many things, guys, and if you are not sure, Google it. Trust me, Google it. If you're not sure like what kind of digital products will work for my business at this particular time, Google it and see what other people in your niche or your industry, what are they doing. That will kind of, some sparks in your head, and you kind of make it your own, right? But that's just in case you're a little stuck, because there's so many different things that we can do as entrepreneurs still in this particular time. So you don't need to stop selling, right? If you are giving value, if you are touching base, if you are continuing to build a relationship with your audience and stuff, you don't have to stop selling. You just have to figure out how to sell differently, right? In a different format, a different type of thing that you're selling, but you don't have to stop selling. Yeah, that's the fourth thing. And then the fifth thing that I've been doing, which which is really crazy, is that I've been focusing on one or two outstanding tasks. Now, each one of us have something outstanding that we have not touched, right? Because we're home a lot more now. And when I say that, I mean stuff like, so what I've done, I've completed all my filing. All my files are scattered all over the place. I completed all of my filing. I have also completed some courses that I bought and I started and I did not get to complete. So I completed those courses and I'm actually implementing the things that I have learned. I have redone my office to an extent. I'm still redecorating my office. And not only that, I have sat and fine-tuned like my to-do list. So I have my content and that kind of thing, but I'm going to do stuff like, so 1 week I'm going to just focus on my website and updating my website with visuals and words, new content on the website, new visuals, really update my SEO and that kind of thing. So 1 week I'm going to focus on that. The next week I'm going to focus basically on my membership site, making sure it's up to date, making sure everything is running smoothly, making sure that my systems are working completely smoothly and that kind of thing. The next week I'm going to focus on my email list, right? Really cleaning up my email list, removing people who are not opening my email list. Look at the emails that are really performing well and create new content around those particular topics, because obviously those are the topics that my audience is really resonates with them and stuff like that. Afterwards, I'm going to look at my blogs and look at the ones that are really performing well, see if there's anything to be repurposed, maybe change my call to action and start to put together a set of new blogs for the next quarter. And I'm going to do the next week, I'm going to do my podcast. So things that you have outstanding that you have been putting off because you have no time. Now that you have a little more time on your hand, because a lot of us are home a lot earlier than we used to be, because I know some people are still working, but you're home a lot earlier. You're not out liming, you're not out doing stuff. You have a lot more time home. I would say focus on one or two outstanding tasks, right? Whether that's setting up your email, your ebooks, your whatever. Yes. Yeah, Marlene says she's procrastinating on a lot, right? Yeah, get them done. Do not go and overwhelm yourself and try to do 10 things at a time. I like to do it like 1 week, I'm going to focus on this one thing, right? To give me enough time to do it right, to be able to, to test it out even in some cases, and make sure that it is right. So when I'm done with it on Saturday, it's done, and I can just put it out there and I can close my eyes and I know, okay, it's done. I don't have to go back and forth with it. Yeah. So focus on one or two things, outstanding tasks, and get those things done. So guys, those are the 5 things that I am doing to keep me focused, to keep me on track, and to alleviate some of my own anxieties, and to ensure that my business is still afloat and still running, and I'm still providing value. Right? So as I said, the first one is I stay focused on your why. Go back to that. Why did you start the business? Why do you want to help these people? Why do you want to share this value? Go back to your why. Second thing, stay connected with your audience and your clients. Stay connected, guys. Whether you talk to them on social media or via WhatsApp or via email or via your blog or whatever, stay connected to your audience. You don't want to have to start your business from scratch when this is over. Do not ghost them. Do not go completely silent. The third thing, your affirmations and your journaling. This is going to be different for everybody, but figure out some routine or some ritual that gets you into the right mindset. I also do meditation every morning. You know what I mean? Whatever that is for you, make it become a daily ritual so that you have the success mindset and you are, really keeping yourself focused on what you need to do and not be distracted by all the overload of information that is happening, right? The fourth thing, continue selling. Continue being of value and continue selling. You might have to change the way you're selling and even sometimes what you're selling to your audience, but continue selling to your audience. People are buying. They're just buying in a different way, and they're focusing on some things more than others, but continue selling. Nobody says that you have to stop selling at all. Yes? And the fifth thing is to focus on one or two outstanding tasks that you've been procrastinating on, as Marlene said, and start to get them done. Right? Whether it's a course that you signed up for and you didn't complete and you just have it saved on your emails or whatever, go into it, start from scratch, whatever, and complete it and get into action. Whether it's filing your stuff, whether it's getting your website up, whether it's starting your email list, whether it's starting your blog, whether it's starting videos, Marlene, whether it's starting your YouTube channel, all those things that you've been procrastinating on, now is a great time for you to schedule them and get them done. Yeah? So we all stay focused, guys, right? Business does not have to die. Business does not have to come to a standstill. Your clients still want to hear from you. They still need you. They still need the value that you were providing before. They still want to build a relationship with you. They still want to be connected with you. And it is your duty as an entrepreneur to be there for them through thick and thin. Through thick and thin. You want to be there for your audience because they will remember this time, right? So just think of creative ways for you to stay connected with them and continue to provide value to your audience at this time. And I really hope and I'm praying for everybody that, that this passes really quickly, but that we still stay focused, we still stay connected, and we continue to support each other in this time, because we're not doing this alone. We are all in this together, and we should still be supporting each other even in this particular time. Yeah? Tell me if you have any questions. Any questions before I go? It's your mindset check-in, just to make sure that you are on the right track during this time. Any questions before I go, guys? Or are you okay? Any business questions that you have? Anything that you are currently doing and you're feeling a little stuck? You have me for 2 minutes, and you want me to answer any questions. Yeah, Abby? Any questions at all? Marlene, you have to get those live videos pumping, girl. Yeah? Alright, guys. So you will see me again. I'll be here as usual. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. Drop me a private message or send me an email at info@mkgdynamics.com, and I will gladly answer any questions that you do have surrounding business. And stay connected in the Facebook group Dynamic Business Strategists. If you're not there, that is where you need to be, because we have over 4,000 entrepreneurs there who are supporting each other, who are sharing valuable information and advice, and who are there to really become millionaires no matter what. Yeah? So guys, be safe, follow the rules, right? Continue selling, stay connected, and let's do this thing together. I wish you all the best, right? And I'll talk to you again pretty soon. Bye.